Hey here, so welcome to the VR Tech channel. So many things happened in VR this week, and of course we're here to talk about it. Apple just released VisionOS 26, the latest version for the Apple Vision Pro with so many new features, some cool surprises and also some unexpected ones. All of this while Accelerate announced their omnidirectional treadmill with a twist, while someone just resurrected Windows Mixed Reality. Also, is the Samsung competitor to the Apple Vision Pro launching next month? Well, let's discover everything together in this video. Let's get into it. Alright, here we are. So I want to start going through Apple VisionOS 26 for the Apple Vision Pro that was just released this week in the developer beta. Of course, this is still a beta, so there are many bugs and things to fix, but I think it's very interesting to actually see all the new features that they actually introduced. Some that were very needed and some that are completely unexpected. And let's start right away with the biggest one for me, the one that will change the way we use the Vision Pro if we want to. It's the support for the PlayStation VR2 controllers. Because yeah, soon you're gonna be able to buy also the controllers by themselves, and right now they have full support in software, and with that you're actually able to interact with the VisionOS all using the controllers. They're gonna be tracked directly from the headset using the IR sensors on it, so better tracking than what we have with our hand tracking. They're gonna be supported with the official way to actually play games, and that seems like a complete turnaround from Apple on the gaming section. Well, before it was saying like, oh no, we don't need it. But yeah, they're coming around on it, and I'm pretty happy about it. Storm McGuire updated already ALVR, so you're actually able to use it already, those controllers to play PCVR games with your PC and streaming them to the Apple Vision Pro. And that's super cool. I'm gonna leave the test flight link down in the description below. Of course, it's a beta, so there are gonna be some crashes, but it works. And it's just crazy. I'm gonna be honest, I feel bad for the Surreal Touch guys. But yeah, let's get to the other parts of the update, the parts that are more Apple-ish. We have now 90 Hz in tracking, so that means it's much faster to use than tracking in menu and actually to move windows around. But I have to say that VisionOS 26, being still a beta, it's still a bit clunky. Nothing feels as smooth. But yeah, the tracking is now faster, and that's very good. We finally have the ability to have folders in our home screen. So yeah, right now, like an app is on iPhone or on iPad, you can just like drag an app on top of the other and create a new folder for it. I have to say it's pretty hard to get out of it right now, because if you look around and just pinch, it doesn't work. You have to click on the empty part of the folders, and the eye tracking actually snaps you to like an app, so many times you open an app instead of closing the folder. Hopefully they fix it soon. There's now a new control center with all different options on the right, so you don't have any sub menus to go through right now. I really like this new way. Hopefully we're gonna be able to pin some of the most important thing on the top, like the recording, to make everything easier. This is minor one, but big. If you have an iPhone, you can now unlock your iPhone even when wearing your Apple Vision Pro. There's now support for live captions during FaceTime, and there's a new spatial browsing option on Safari. This one is a bit weird. I couldn't get it working properly, where you're gonna take over from all the other applications, and AI will actually make some pictures 3D, but I couldn't get it to work on that way. Yeah, I feel like some websites need to have actual support for it for now. Also, I almost forgot when we talked about Xbox controllers or PlayStation controllers, now they're gonna break through the pass-through. Before you just had two hands floating when holding the controller. Right now you're also gonna see the controller while playing, and it's a very good accessibility thing. Same thing for the iPhone, by the way. You're gonna be able to see your phone through it. But now let's get to the two big ones, the one that created more buzz. These are the new personas, because yeah, they finally updated the personas. They always looked pretty weird. You know, guys, I was never very happy with the results over there. There was this very strong uncanny valley when using personas. And right now with the new update, it looks so so much better. They're still not perfect. It still feels very weird when a persona that looks very similar to you doesn't do the exact same movements of your face and what you expect. It really feels weird on your face. But yeah, these are by far right now the best avatars anyone can have. And yeah, the results are just stunning and much more 3D effect right now. And it starts to look like the actual person. Even Apple employees there to show them off, so you can tell that they're starting to be happy with them. So yeah, where are the meta ones again? And the second big one is actually widgets. Now the particular thing about the Vision Pro is called spatial computing, but it didn't do anything really spatial. It wasn't actually using as much your environment to actually create an augmented reality experience. Right now, instead, finally, it changes because they actually introduce widgets that you can stick to the walls of your rooms, of your house, and they're gonna stay in the same position even when you restart your Vision Pro or when you rearrange all the windows that you're actually using. So that means that those are always gonna be there. If you put the battery there, it's always gonna be there. If you put the weather there, it's gonna always be there. If you put like a picture, a spatial picture, and we're gonna talk more about it in a few, it's gonna be always in the same position until you decide to remove it. And that's absolutely fantastic. It means like be able to furnish a room with digital objects, and I can't wait to see more widgets arriving. And another thing that wasn't actually featured, you can actually snap applications to the wall as well. When you get close to it, you're gonna have a little lock icon, and that means that now it's locked to the wall and it's locked to a particular position. To be honest, it will be very nice to lock it not just to the wall but in any position, but also those are going to be persistent, so it's very cool indeed. But it's just crazy that we had to wait 10 years to have a feature like this when HoloLens almost 10 years ago was already doing it and doing it very well. Again, Meta, where are your arguments right now? And because we're talking about photos and spatial pictures, well, this is probably one of my favorite things in this update as well, is the ability to translate like spatial pictures or regular pictures that you took with your phone or with your camera to 60OF pictures. So not just 3D, but also with the ability to actually look around a bit. Of course, it's limited because if you don't get enough information with the camera about the 3D, the AI has to guess what's around, and the Apple AI doesn't do as a good job to try to figure out. It just blurs the details that are not there, and that blurs the entire picture when you get too out of the frame. But the effect is absolutely amazing. It's like to have the person that you took a picture right in front of you once again. I wish there was the option to actually resize it to get to the perfect size that was in real life, because right now it depends on how far you got the picture from the subject. But yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to see how this is gonna evolve, because this is a new complete medium, and if they bring it even to videos, just wow. Also, two more little things. Logitech announced Logitech Muse, so a little pen that works in 3D mode as like an official controllers for it, very similar to the one that we have for the Meta Quest, for example. And there's no more details about it, but they actually unveiled PCVR Rendering, where the Mac renders the game and send it directly to the Vision Pro. We didn't see any applications doing that, but they're creating the framework to then do it. So yeah, you might be able to use your Mac to play games if the Vision Pro is not powerful enough for them. But yeah, this was VisionOS 26. Again, it's kind of clunky. It's not very smooth all around. It seems very heavy for some reason. And there are many different things that change, like little icons and something like that. But yeah, these are the major things that I wanted to share with you. And of course, we're gonna see more in the future when this update keeps evolving. Hopefully, it gets more stable, because it's really needed right now. Keep going with the wheel. Accelerate actually unveil a treadmill. I was saying with the twist, because the twist is the fact that instead of having a sliding platform, is actually use little balls that will make you feel a bit more like actual walking in VR. Treadmills are very particular. They look very cool indeed, but when you actually start to use them, you feel like just sliding around. And this tries to solve that problem, tries to solve also the problem that you have to use particular shoes to actually use them. Instead with that, you just strap two little trackers on your feet and you can walk. on this platform. It's not really clear why we still have this like concave platform on it that is very weird to walk on and makes it much more tiring. But from the reports and from like people who tried it seems to be a very compelling new piece of kit. It's very similar to the idea that Disney had, and I really like that. And now this is a very big one for me. You know that I'm very attached to Windows Mixed Reality because my channel started with it. Ambucha, like an Microsoft developer, maybe still developer, I don't know, but it did start to create a new driver for Windows to be able to use it even with newer versions of Windows, something that Microsoft had to do and could have done. Instead, they decided to scrap completely the platform and not caring about anyone that actually bought the platform back in the days. And yeah, someone is actually fixing it. It's gonna release later in fall, yeah, he showed a little video with the Reverb G2 already working, just a direct driver for Windows, just the thing that we needed, and yeah, super cool. Can't wait to show you more about it. But yeah, we're close to the end. I told you there was a lot, but it seems like Project Moohan, for some reports, the newest headset directly from Samsung to actually compete with the Apple Vision Pro, will probably release next month during Samsung Unpacked, but directly in South Korea first. We don't know many things about it. We know that it has the Snapdragon XR2 Plus Gen 2 chipset, the same of the Play for Dream, for example, and it's gonna be a micro OLED. I'm a little concerned about how much power that chipset can give with the Android XR. It will be the first headset with Android XR on it. But yeah, I can't wait for it to release so I can open the floodgate of all new Android XR headset to hit the market, and we can finally have a platform to actually compete with Meta and compete with Apple at the same time. I think it's gonna be around $2,000, hopefully no more, but yeah, it's gonna be pricey, it's gonna hurt. But anyway guys, this was everything for this week in VR. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of information, I know, but yeah, that was needed, and I really like the direction that Apple is taking right now. Also opening the gates for gaming on VisionOS. So yeah, I can't wait to see what the M2 platform is able to do with this headset when it comes to gaming. But anyway guys, as always, if you liked the video, like. If you didn't like it, dislike. Subscribe to the channel for more VR tech. If you really love the channel, join button there. Listen further, also the Patreon. Thanks to the Patreons for joining the channel, of course. See you guys next video. Thanks for watching. Ciao.